Hey guys, Cell here and welcome back to some more Nikke. Now, yet again, a single. If we can get an SSR here, I will use all of my gems on the possible Pilgrim banner that's coming out for, New Year, the anniversary. Okay. Does that mean that we're not gonna get a Pilgrim banner for the anniversary? Because I didn't get an SSR? Who knows? I mean, again, New Year's, the half-year anniversary, we've gotten Pilgrims. Again, Madonia and Dorothy. So I'm still assuming that the next one's gonna be a Pilgrim. I mean, it's always been a Pilgrim for any, big thing going on. So maybe, possibly, we can get another Pilgrim and it'll be Red Hood? Either way, let's go and do Mihara now, shall we? Oh, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it? What's wrong with her? At this rate, it looks like she's gonna release a nuclear blast. Mihara, we won't be able to help you if you just keep sighing like this. You can always tell me if you have any worries. Wow, Rocky is so well-mannered. She doesn't even mention any strange things like nuclear blast to anyone who's sighing. Well, it's nothing. Alright, why don't you head home and play with Uni? Okay, I'll head off first then. Bye. I'm always willing to lend an ear if you ever need one. That's right, we've got your back. Yep, and we happen to be available right now. You guys, my worries. Really, I can really tell you. You think you can handle it? Oh gosh, she already has hearts in her eyes. Oh, this is gonna not be good, is it? You make it sound like we're opening Pandora's box. Oh, when it's Mihara, yes, it's Pandora's box. Probably worse. Since it can't be this close again, why don't you tell us? Tell us. I'm thinking of trying a special stimulus. Whoa there, buckaroo. Of course, Uni is working hard for me. She finds dozens of different things every day. But there's a limit to her imagination. Even if there are dozens, hundreds, and thousands of things to do, it'll come to a point where repetition will surely occur. Before you know it, a sense of familiarity will come. Whenever that happens, I always feel rather sad. Well, that does make sense if you put the context aside. That's why I'm feeling rather stressed. Have you talked to Uni?
Oh, Commander. If you were me, would you tell someone working really hard that she has failed to provide me with a new stimulus and I'd like her to create more for me? Uni's sparkling eyes, her rosy cheeks, and her smile whenever she looks forward to my responses. Everything about her is so adorable that I can't say anything. That's why it exacerbates my pressure. I'm not sure about the entire situation, but why don't you tell her what you want specifically? Something I want. Yes, wouldn't I be able to satisfy both of you? Well, I don't exactly have a wild imagination either. So I doubt my suggestions will make any difference. But aren't they pretty much the same? I mean, the stimuli, they should be categorized into where, what, and how it's done, right? Have you really gone through all of them? Aren't they just how it hurts or tickles whenever someone does something? Well, yes, that's what ordinary folks would think of it as. How can I let you understand this better?
I mean, you could do the same thing to honeys.
It's alright, there's no need for me to understand anything. In any case, try this.
Oh no. Blue wave starts spreading out from Mihara.
Share complete. From this point forth, you can also feel what I feel, Anis. Wait, what? Here, look at this.
Mihara jabs her finger at the inside of her thigh.
What do you think? I feel a slight sting. What about now?
Mihara jabs her finger at the inside of her thigh.
What now? Why does it feel itchy? How about this? Wait a minute, I feel fine now.
Mihara jabs her finger at the inside of her thigh. Okay, I can't do this one. Me trying to do this one would not be safe for YouTube, right? I mean, this is... I can't do that seriously. I can't. I literally can't do it seriously. Because again, this game is somehow still teen rated, right? Somehow.
Do you understand now? The endless sensation stimuli can offer. It's not some change of stimuli. It's like getting hit by the fist of the ruler. I already ruined. Anyway, Uni can use this more skillfully than I ever could. It's like one of her special skills. Is it really a skill of some sort? Although it's a skill Uni uses to evoke countless feelings of the same action and location. There's only so much surprise it can incur within me. Can you see how serious this is? Not really. That's why I've been under so much stress. Perhaps the new stimulus I'm looking for doesn't exist in this world. Right, you are. Why don't you give it up now? People normally say we'll help you find a new stimulus on an occasion like this.
Not in this regard.
Which means I need to explore new frontiers. Something pure and unstained.
So, essentially Shikikan. The commander. Oh no.
Some spicy ideas from you guys. Come to think of it, I was counting to 100, so now I should return it to it again. I'm gonna examine how much gunpowder there is in each bullet.
You're gonna be there for a long time if you do that, Neon. Honeys and Neon quickly run away. Commander, I know it's rather rude to say this, but you should be able to help her, Commander. Wait, is Robbie throwing me under the bus? Is she really doing this? Me?
Yes, that makes two of us. You seem to have a knack for everything.
A knack for everything? Look, the knack of the horny only goes so far, right? Seriously?
Yep. Seems like you're unwilling to. I guess nothing can be done.
Commander. Wait. Why do you want me to do this so badly, Robbie? Alright, I'll think of something.
Just as I expected. In situations like this, I believe not backing out is considered an inherent talent as well. Alright then, Commander. Feel free to contact me if you think of any good ideas. I'll be waiting.
That Mihara takes her leave. Roppy, why'd you throw me under the bus? Roppy, why?
All the best, Commander.
How dare you? How dare you leave me to this all alone? Stimulus. What is a stimulus? It's a reaction triggered by some action. Mihara stated that she wanted a new stimulus. A new stimulus.
Well, this is my first time seeing a serious master. If only his thoughts are also equally as serious.
Come on, Anis, why you gotta say that? My thoughts are always serious. Anis, nailed.
Yeah.
What sort of stimulus has Mihara yet to experience?
You still don't have a definite answer, do you, Commander? Actually, something came to mind after hearing what Mihara shared with us. I may not be looking forward to it, but I'll still ask. What is it? It's exercise.
Exercise?
Yes. I'm not too sure, but Mihara seems like... How do you say this? It seems like she has never experienced a healthy level of stimulus. Wow, what gibberish. I mean, exercise is a healthy sort of stimuli, since it stimulates both the muscles and nerves. Wouldn't you say it's the perfect level of stimuli? She sounds just like Romani. But, yeah, that does make sense.
Agreed. Oh boy. Mihara,
Yes?
come to the gym.
The gym? Seems like you've thought of something. Got it, I'm on my way. Looking forward to it.
Let's head over to the gym, guys. What do you mean? They're not coming along, right? Exactly.
Oh man, I don't really like sports that much. Me either. Weren't you the one going on about experiencing a healthy level of stimulus? I did, but that doesn't mean I like it.
And they're out of here. Roppy! Oh, I'm by myself with the crazy Mihara? Oh boy. This M is gonna get me destroyed, isn't she? The gym is filled with a cacophony of sounds.
Well, you're staring.
That's because you're beautiful.
Oh my, I wasn't expecting that from you. But I'm still glad to hear that.
Gym rat. Oh, hey, it's... I honestly have never seen this girl before. I literally never have. Because I have yet to do any of the extra stuff out in the outpost. I usually just skip it, so I can do it later.
And Mihara, what a strange combination. What's up?
We're here to let Mihara experience some stimuli. Even she's like, what the heck do you mean?
Why come to me then?
I mean, stimuli, another girl, that's one way. No, I'm referring to a healthy level of stimuli.
Healthy level of stimuli? You may need to elaborate on that.
She's getting annoyed. You explain the situation to Rumani.
I see. Well then, you've come to the right place. There's nothing more suited for a healthy level of stimuli than exercise. Oh my, is that so? I'll look forward to it. Of course, trust me. Come on, follow me. I will show you the fun of exercise. See this? This is called a full squat. Come, give it a try.
Oh man, how much I would love to see this animated.
Alright.
Mihara does a squat as instructed by Rumari.
Oh, that form is pretty decent. You are pretty talented. Oh, my legs are trembling. What do I do? I'm going to fall.
The guys in the vicinity pay no attention to Mihara and continue working out. Oh, that is a lie. Even so, it is apparent that they let their gazes draw to our direction. Yeah, I knew it.
Alright then, let's move on to core training. Yes, that's it. Now slowly focus on your core muscles. Got it. Let me try.
Mihara starts her core training as instructed by Rumari.
That's right. Just feel the muscles in your abdomen. Oh. My stomach is making noises. It hurts, yet it feels so good at the same time.
The surrounding male members close their eyes, look up at the ceiling, and mumble something. They probably are singing. Yeah, joyous praise for God bringing Mihara here this day. As they're in the gym.
The next is a treadmill.
Oh my god, no, not running. Not running. Oh god.
See the screen in front of you. It shows you the distance you've completed at real time. So why don't you run for 2 kilometers first? Since this is a Nikke exclusive treadmill, it's pretty sturdy, so just run however you like. Got it, let's start.
Mihara starts running on the treadmill. Okay, look, every single guy in this gym are gonna fall off of their own treadmills or just drop their dumbbells and everything else while watching her run.
Great, this shouldn't be a problem. I've already reached 1 kilometer. Almost done now. Nearly there now. Great rhythm. Now let's maintain that. Almost done. Come on. Come on. I'm done.
I love this. The surrounding males huddle on the bench. Oh my god. I'd like to sit down for a oh, no, no. Did everyone literally just pitch a tent? And that's why they're all just sitting on the bench crowded around each other.
Please, get out. Oh, why? I'm so happy. Please leave.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble.
We got kicked out.
Mihara was too horny for everyone. Mihara and I sit on a long bench at a park.
Sorry. I was too excited.
It's alright, but I'm glad to hear that you're happy.
Oh, really? It was really interesting, thanks. So, what's next? Healthy level of stimuli feels great, and I hope it continues that way.
I cannot help but wonder if there is any healthy level of stimuli that has a lower intensity than exercising. I mean, technically it's still in the form of exercise, but I don't know exactly what everyone in that gym wanted to do with Mihara at that moment. It seems like there's only one thing that comes to mind. If that's so, I have no other choice. Let's go for a walk.
A walk? Sure. I've always wanted to try this.
Mihara had to chain. Oh my god, we're walking around and she's the pet. She gave us her chain around her neck. We're gonna walk her like a dog. Are you kidding me? Only to find the end of the chain is attached to Mihara's choker. Now, question is she gonna walk on her legs or on all fours?
Let's go for a walk then.
What constitutes to a wonderful life? Although there may not be any clear answer, everyone has their own definition of a good one. At this juncture, she's down below. No way. I am walking along a deserted back alley at night with her chain connected to Mihara in my hand. Yet I am unsure what sort of lifestyle I am leading right now. Dude, you're leading the best lifestyle right now. If it wasn't for having to fight raptors, you're living the best one right now.
Don't tug on it like that. You know, I'm pretty excited right now. The feelings of humiliation and liberation are mingled together. It's amazing. It's definitely a stimulus that I've never experienced before. It has taken you no time to figure out that physical touch is not the answer to everything.
No, I didn't. Oh no, someone's walking by. Oh no. Footsteps can be heard from up close.
Someone's coming. Commander, what shall we do?
Oh my god. So we either try to hide or we show her off happily. You know what? Let's go all the way. We ain't hiding.
Oh, you can be pretty decisive as well. Oh, but let's hide for now.
Aw, dang it. Even she'd choose. No.
What if the children are coming from that side?
Ah, dang it.
Or an innocent couple?
Well, then we destroy their innocence.
Caring for others is important. Come on, hide.
You hide in the corner of the alley. Okay, fine. Yes. I guess this was the better choice. Judging by, you know, the title of the girl at this point.
Had fun today? Yeah, the penguins were so cute. I want to see them with my own eyes. Me too. It is sad that there are real penguins on the surface. Really? Yeah, so we must go and see it together in the future. Okay, deal.
I mean, I guess it was children, but at the same time, it's also a future couple. Judging by the words that they're saying together.
Deal.
The voices fade away.
If you didn't hide, the outcome could be terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep walking then. We will go to the park at the end of the alley.
Wait, we're going out to the open park in public? You start walking with Mihara. Only the sound of footsteps colliding with chains echoes through the streets.
Oh.
Mixed with other sounds, though. Soon you come to the end of the alley. You realize that this is coming to an end, so you quicken your pace.
I said not to drag it like that, please.
Oh no. Today is totally ruined. I know. Oh no. This voice and tone. Wait, is this someone we know? I hide quickly first. There are footsteps. Oh my god, it's novel. And, oh crud. Exia. Oh my god. For a quick second, Novel's name obviously showed up because she was in my party. Exia was only in my party for a short amount of time. I've only seen her in the main story a little bit. But yeah, Exia, that's her name. Moving on.
It's outrageous to sell that part at that price. We went there knowing it was in stock, but it was sold out just before we arrived. What bad luck.
I got distracted. I didn't even read her line.
We were deceived. Nikke, you followed with joy, and now it's interesting to see you pretend to be unhappy. I'm only doing this to maintain the computer accessories industry. It's Novel and Nikke. I should say hello.
Oh no. Mihara stands up and approaches them. Question though. Were we squatting down to hide? Or was I right and she was on all fours this entire time? I quickly grabbed the chain in my hand and yanked her back.
Commander, why did you? Nikke, did you hear that just now? Yes, I did. It's like the collectors are coming. A dark, deserted alley. Oh no, the detective is at work. There's a sound of chains and low wails. I knew it. Someone's running a human trafficking business in here. That jingling sound says it all. Oh, was it the awakening of Psychome? Nikke checks out the place where the sounds are coming from. Aren't you going personally? I will devise strategies from a distance to control the situation and take follow-up measures. Okay.
Oh no. Exia is coming this way.
Oh my god!
Things are getting exciting. Give out a cry that cats make.
Oh, there seems to be a cat, huh? Poor cat. Where are you?
Oh no. That only made her want to come out sooner.
Yes. Novel, come look at this. Did you find anything? There's something strange. What? I found a rusty iron chain here. So there's the weird chain sounds are coming from. But besides the sound of chains, I heard other sounds. Well, was it because you were in a bad mood? No, I'm positive I wasn't imagining things. Hey, listen, you must have been hearing things. I'm going back. There's not much time left before the final quest ends.
Thank God she's a gamer and she's just going away now. Exia walks away quickly.
Exia, wait up.
Oh, thank God the cat sounds worked. Kind of. Novel follows Exia closely. Oh my God.
Nervous?
In many ways.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's unhappy. So let's call it a day.
Okay.
I can have a good sleep.
And oh my God, wait, isn't this literally only the second one we've done so far in Mihara's story? How long is this? My God. Exia knows! She knows!
Have a good time.
Exia is too smart for her own good, man. Oh my God. She took Novel away because she saw us. She knows. Oh no.
Ouch, they seem to recognize me. Oh, actually, the puddle over there reflected us.
Of course, we were ratted out by a puddle.
Exia couldn't see us clearly, so I switched an angle and let her spot us.
Why did you do that?
Well, I wanted to see your expressions when you are in trouble, Commander.
You feel an electric shock the moment you hear her. So wait, the best stimuli for her is teasing us and getting us into these weird type of situations. Okay, no, that was the third one. I've been so engrossed in this that I forgot that we were even on the third one.
Someone's coming.
2 adult men, judging from the speed and pace, they are in their 30s.
Perfect. What's next?
Go out openly. Obviously, we gotta show you off to them, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Commander, you seem to suddenly become decisive. Ah.
Let's go.
Oh, got it.
We walk up to right from the front. The 2 men are stunned the moment they see us. I walk leisurely, though. The iron chain keeps jangling. Soon after.
No, it's the ACPU. No, we've been caught by the Popo. Freeze, ACPU. You're under arrest as persons of interest.
Oh no. Oh no.
Commander. Whoa, Polly, what is that?
No, Miranda. This isn't good.
She's too innocent to see something like this. Commander, what are you doing here?
Wait, were there actually men? I forget. Iron chains, walk lead, 2 men are still. Yeah. Were they after the men? What did they get some notification that something bad was going down here? Taking a walk. I'm straight up just going for it at this point. We're caught.
We've received a report saying there was a suspicious male and female walking around the alley in a suspicious manner.
Yep. Someone notified us to the police. Oh no.
Polly, I'm asking you, what is this? Can you explain it?
What do you want me to explain? Like, which part? Can taking a walk be a crime?
Of course no. But, well, I wonder if this can be defined as taking a walk.
Yes. If Miranda is classified... If Mihara is classified as my dog, it's a walk, right? I'm walking my dog. Totally.
Polly. Calm down, Miranda. There are various kinds of hobbies in the world.
This just happens to be one of them.
Shoot. We must shoot. Let's shoot. We are leaving now. Please be more careful.
Polly and Miranda leave. Soon after.
No! Now we've got the central government dogs watching us. Why'd they bring in the Triangle Squad? Namely, the 2 girls I just did their bonds with last time.
Oh, this is so awkward. Yulha and Pravati.
Hello! Don't move. Squad Triangle. Wow, Squad Triangle is here. What the hell is this?
Oh, even Admi is here. No. Admi, close your eyes.
I've been looking at the sky since just now. It seems wise that the ACPU quit bothering you. You two? What are you doing here?
Okay, this might honestly be my new favorite Bond.
What's with the iron chains? Gee, couldn't be more obvious. We are taking a walk. What kind of walk is it? Oh, this may be beyond your knowledge, and the central government only does what's right.
Mihara goes to Pravati.
There are many things in the world that you don't know. Hey, do you want to experience it for yourself too?
Okay, don't unlock something in all the other commanders, okay? Having Pravati walk with a chain around her neck in the same way you are? Oh, I'm sure a lot of people would love to see that.
Hard work stresses people out. That kind of stress and anger. I can take it all. What do you think? Do you want to have a try? No, never.
Pravati rushes away like the wind.
Oh, what a pity. I wanted to see how lovely her face would change. So how about you two?
Yola, me?
Do you want to do something interesting with me?
I hate interesting things.
Enough of this nonsense. We're leaving now. We're no match for you in every sense of the word.
Tehe? Did Yulha just do the tehe? Yulha and Admi leave. Soon after, someone is running from afar. Oh my god, are we gonna run into someone else now? First it was Noppel, then Exia. Exia thankfully is the only one who caught us because of the puddle and Mihara shifting her to what? First it was Noppel and Exia. Thankfully it was only Exia who caught us because Mihara ended up changing her position, which then let the puddle tell her who was there. Then Pulley and Miranda. Poor Miranda kept on asking Pulley what the heck was going on and she wanted to shoot. Pravati ran away in terror. Exia did something I was not. Yulha was doing something I was not expecting. Her actually tehe and walking away. Who out of our friend group is coming out next? Is Uni gonna catch us in the act? I'm dead if she does. Oh my god. It's Grandma Lita. No. No, not Grandma Lita.
You greenhorn. I hear you're interested in walks lately.
Oh, yeah, I am. Just not with the type of dog you typically would walk. Why is everyone coming to this back alley at night, though?
The important thing about taking a walk is the chain. It should be convenient, sturdy, and fit well.
Oh, it fits perfectly well around her neck.
I don't usually give such things to people, but I'll make an exception for you. Here are my 3 favorite kinds of chains.
Rita, do you not notice the dog sitting next to me? Or standing, I guess, currently right now? I think she's down on all fours again because of the how it's panned. Oh boy.
3 kinds.
Her eyes actually just turned to the right and looked. Oh, that's funny.
Chain. Sub.
Wait, sub? What?
Ah.
Legion won't flee in a hurry. Now we have this alley all to ourselves.
The purpose has changed a little, right?
Going to the park with Mihara.
Okay, the walk is over. Oh, thanks, Commander. It doesn't matter as it's a unique stimulus. But to be honest, I was surprised. I didn't expect you to take it so seriously.
Are you satisfied now? I'm happy too.
Oh, really? You are indeed talented, aren't you?
Mihara keeps staring at me.
You don't seem to dislike it, Commander.
Of course not. That was way too much fun. Jesus.
Normal people would be like those from just now.
Everyone's a coward. That's just because you are not used to it. Everyone's a coward.
Oh, that's right. The unknown is the source of people's feelings of terror. Actually, I wasn't like this from the beginning. Before becoming a Nikke, I was pretty normal.
That's hard to believe. I'm curious.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you. I don't like talking about it very much, but it doesn't matter if it's for you, Commander. I haven't talked about the past for a long time.
Again, the girl keeps looking at the ceiling. To be exact, there is nothing else that she can do. A rare disease with a strange name. That disease takes away all the girl has. So she never got to experience anything in life, so when she became a Nikke, she decided to experience all the things in life, including what the heck we're doing now. Her body loses its senses. She can't feel anything. Not even turning her eyeballs. All she can do is close or open her eyes. What is more painful is that her mental status is normal. During that endless time, the girl sadly keeps talking to herself. This is because of bad luck. There is nothing I can do about it. Therefore, I decided to accept it. I will try my best to live anyway. Whatever the reality is, the girl keeps hypnotizing herself. If she stops doing it, it will be too much for her to bear. But the girl soon wakes up from the hypnosis. The day her friends come to her and cry, the hypnosis is relieved. It turns out that you can cry. It turns out that you can utter words. I'm so envious. I'm so envious. Envious, envious, envious. I'm so envious. Why can't I? The girl bites herself hard in the lips, unconsciously. At that time, her unconscious body got some feelings. The feeling of pain. The girl is extremely happy. But she can't possibly laugh. She is sad. But there are no tears coming out. The girl bites her lips. Finally, she feels a sharp pain. She slowly closes her eyes and sighs in relief. So there is something left in me. From that day, she never stops inflicting pain on herself. Why torture your body?
It's not torture. I feel alive. Doctor, give her something to bite on. This way she'll die. Don't. Take what's left of me. The pain. Hey, do you want to be a Nikke? I don't want to be a Nikke, I'm afraid. I'll give you whatever you want. In that case, can you ensure I feel alive? That's it. Oh, an interesting story, huh? Most people think that pain is avoidable and annoying. But I felt alive because of the pain. It's the same even now. I'm still alive. I know I'm a handful. It's simple getting along with these people. Just hide that hobby of mine. But I don't want to. Pain is a miracle that brings me back to life. I don't want to deny this.
Just what do you want, Mihara?
Oh, thank you. The wind is chilly. Commander, aren't you cold?
A little, yeah.
That's reasonable. You sweat a lot. Shall I warm you up for a bit?
Mihara draws close, kissing my neck. Oh my.
This is your reward for accompanying me. Are you a little warmer now?
It seems right.
Thank you in advance, then.
Mihara pushes me away.
You are so bold, springing that on me. I'm sorry I pushed you away. I'm just a bit shocked. You know, it's my first kiss.
Really? I would have figured you had that with Uni a long time ago.
Fresh and exciting. Well, this can be a new habit of mine. Commander, I want it elsewhere too.
Where? A few days later, after completing an operation, I sit on the table warily. She should have been here. The door opens.
Commander, I'm here.
Come on.
So, where shall you kiss today?
Oh my god! Okay, this was a hell of a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be with Mihara. I figured we would just be doing some masochistic tendencies. Oh no. Voyeurism and everything else, pretty much. Letting everyone watch as we walk, with her on all fours, through the back alley at night. And Lita finally realizing when she literally saw Mihara, and then when I noticed her eyes turn to the right was the best moment ever. I know they normally do that anyways, but that was just so perfectly timed. And then the fact that she just instantly, after realizing, ran away. Pavani was also funny running away. Like, there was so much to this, it was just great. Now, sadly, will Unis be as fun as this one? Probably not. Because she's more so about inflicting pain on others than anything else. So she's the S to Mihara's M. Either way, I guess with that, I'm going to be ending this episode here. Thank you so much for watching this guy's next one, where we will be doing Unis next. And yeah. It's probably, nothing's probably gonna beat Mihara's bond for quite a while. Like, that was just great, and I had a fun time, and time literally flew by. Like, 52 minutes have gone by so far. Like, around 47 minutes have gone by so far. Like, the first 6 minutes I had to actually go and do my, attempt real quick for my, advises. Okay, I guess Guilty is gonna be delayed for a little bit. Guilty is gonna be delayed another day or two. I was meaning to go into... I needed to do gifts and at least 3 advices. But then I saw Mihara, then I clicked on Mihara and I went to do her bond. And now it's 4:02 p.m. It's 2 minutes past reset. So I can't get Guilty for another day or two. Oh my god. I mean, I wasn't gonna get her today anyways. Yesterday, technically. But now it's about 2 to 3 more days till I get her. Oh, come on. All I got was 10 points yesterday. Dang it. Well, either way. I guess we'll be seeing Guilties maybe sometime on the 23rd, 24th, maybe. Well, actually, the Machi Battle Chronicle is on the 24th, 23rd. So I'll probably be doing that. But yes, Guilty is a few days away. It's fine, whatever. If anything, I could use gems to get the points back what I lost. It's fine. Although then I still have, Quincy left. And she's only got like 200 points in, so I've got a long way to go. See you either way. Till then, I will see you guys later.
今日はどこにキスしようかしら。私のことだいぶよく分かってきたみたいね。さっき押してくれた場所すごく良かったわ。